G'day! It is me, the Melody. Gorilla stream time, let's go. I don't know why the stream elements bot isn't freaking here. It's just... It's supposed to show up. They say it might take a few minutes for it to register that you're live, but like, for me it only seems to show up on half of my streams. Oh well, it's not like it really does much. Really just tells me like engagement stats and whatnot. So yeah, this wasn't on my schedule, but I had some stuff that I felt like talking about, and my brother's cooking tonight, so I figured, hey, I can stream tonight. I can talk about stuff. But I don't exactly have enough of an audience to do like just a free chat stream, so I figured maybe I'll play some Minesweeper while I talk to make it more interesting for you guys who are watching the VOD or whatnot. Anyway, I guess we'll get... Is it not capturing my cursor again? Hold on. Or maybe because I didn't have the window highlighted. There it is. Hello. So how have you guys been? If it wasn't clear from the end of my Deltarune stream, I'm back at work now, unfortunately. That's capitalism. It's been alright so far. I mean, I'm... Oi? Oh, my lot worked! Yeah, baby! That's cool. The last person who subscribed, it didn't show up in my activity feed, so I just... Did it show the right person? I didn't actually check. Oh, well, I'm gonna play it again now anyway. See? We get a little dude in the corner and it plays a jingle. It's neat. I have different ones also for like donations and super chats, but I don't even have super chats unlocked, and I discourage you from donating because why would you donate to me? I'm back at work. I'm with a new team now, but the old project that I was working on, they still want me to do stuff. So I only just, like, this afternoon finally actually got the details of what I'm supposed to be doing at my new team. Did I say new job? I meant new team, because my spot on my old team kind of got filled while I was working on the project I was working on last year. So they had to find somewhere else to put me. Kind of dumb, but oh well. So far it doesn't seem too bad, but like I haven't gotten into the nitty-gritty of it yet, so we'll see how it goes. Today was also sort of like, this stream was sort of to figure out how I'm gonna go streaming after work, because I've streamed in my after work time slot, but I haven't actually streamed after work yet, and that's what today is. But it doesn't feel so bad. I mean, 5:30 is absolutely the earliest I can stream after work, because I need time to actually set things up. Yeah, I could see myself doing this when I have time. It's not gonna be every day like I did during my first week. I don't have time for that. But I'm thinking probably, like, I'm probably gonna stick to like Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the regular scheduled streams, and then for Gorilla streams I'm probably going to I'm probably going to do it whenever my brother, whenever it's his turn to cook, because then I can't just have dinner early and get right down to stuff. I gotta wait for him to finish cooking. So, you know, I have time to stream then. But that also depends on whether or not it lines up with my work nights, because sometimes I do have to work after hours, and obviously when that happens I can't stream. You know? So yeah, that's probably going to be my schedule moving forward. And that's most often it's probably going to be Tuesday or Wednesday, though it depends on when my brother decides to cook. It could be whenever. It could be whenever, but those are the 2 days when he most often does it, because I only cook enough on the weekends to cover us until Tuesday night. I think in my second Deltarune stream, I kind of mentioned that, well, not the Deltarune stream, no, my Game Dev Tycoon stream, I mentioned that the reason I was streaming that later than my normal time slot, is because I had a doctor's appointment. I had a follow-up regarding that today. I had to get an ultrasound done just to, like, you know, get a second opinion. I don't know if I mentioned what the thing is. I have a weird lump on my jawline, and my dad thought it might be a cyst, so I had to get it checked out at the doctor. Doctor said it probably wasn't and sent me for an ultrasound just to make sure. Ultrasound person says it is, so I'm probably gonna have to book a follow-up with the doctor, see what they think now that they have the ultrasound pictures. Just in case you were wondering about my health. Then I guess if it is a cyst, I'm probably gonna need to get it removed. I'm not sure how or when I'm gonna go about that. This is pain. This section here, there's literally no way to figure it out. Literally nothing. I'm just gonna have to guess. But we'll continue here because maybe we can narrow it down by the number of bombs left. What else did I want? Oh yeah! This morning, in the wee early hours of the morn, I may have ended up booking in my first collab, or arranging my first collab. That's the wording I want to use. Like a proper, like not just one-on-one, but like an actual like group collab. Which I wasn't intending on doing a collab so early in my VTuber journey, I suppose. I want to avoid calling it a career, because I'm certainly not making money off of this. I think I'm boned and I just have to randomly choose one. Well, that didn't help. But yeah, I just, like, I was on Twitter on like 4 in the morning because I'd woken up and couldn't get back to sleep. And I just saw like one of the VTubers that I think he subscribed to me not long after my debut, and then I had a look at his channel and went like, oh yeah, this guy's pretty cool, I'm gonna subscribe and follow him back. I saw him tweeting out like, hey, I know it's kind of late, I think it was like 2 a.m. in his, it would have been 1 actually, because I woke up at 4 and he said it was 2 a.m. at 5. So our time zones are actually pretty close. I don't know where he's from. I'm not giving out specific details because I don't know if it's actually going to happen or not. Like, the collab is probably going to happen, but I don't know if I'm going to be part of it, is the thing. frick. So basically, I've told him like, hey, I'd be interested in joining. He tweeted out like, hey, I know it's kind of late, but does anyone want to play this game? I've never played it before, but it looks fun. Any VTubers out there want to collab on this? And so I hesitated for like at least 10 minutes, probably more. I typed up a response and I'm like, do I send this? Do I send it? And I just told him like, yeah, I'd be interested in joining, but I may have to pull out if my time zone makes scheduling a bit too difficult. And he's like, yeah, that's fine, that's cool. So it's probably going to happen, I think, like either end of this month or sometime next month. So look forward to that, I guess. I don't actually know, because I think the guy who's organizing it, he doesn't actually, to my knowledge, he doesn't stream. He makes like pre-recorded YouTube videos and then uploads them. At least to my knowledge. Maybe he streams somewhere that I'm just not aware of. So like, I don't know if I'm going to end up streaming it or not, because like, if he's not streaming it, I'm like, oh, does he want me streaming it, or does he want it under wraps until, you know, until he uploads it? Because like, I could record mine and like edit down the highlights as well. So it's a matter of what he wants us to do. Because there are a few others that have already also replied. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. So I probably need to start interacting with them as well. Because it's gonna be real awkward if the guy who's organizing it is the only one I know out of the group we're playing with. Yeah, that was pretty exciting this morning. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing any collabs or anything. One of my friends actually, when I was feeling a little down about numbers, one of my friends actually like reached out and said, you know, like if you want to do a collab or something, or you want a shout out or something, I'm down. And I'm like, thanks, but I kind of want to get my footing first. And so I turned down a collab with one of my friends that I haven't interacted with them that much in recent times. We kind of drifted apart, and now we've drifted back together again. Yeah, I feel kind of bad because I turned her down, and then this collab came up, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. I want to join in. But yeah, hopefully I don't have to pull out, because I do want to play. It's just a matter of whether time zones will allow. But like I said, it seems like the guy organizing it is pretty close to my time zone, so maybe it'll turn out well, and maybe I'll be able to participate. But yeah, no, that's why I'm not. The fact that it's not certain yet is why I'm not really giving out any details, because I might not end up being part of it. But whenever it happens, you'll see me tweeting about it, obviously, and it'll be on the schedule. What else has been happening lately? Yes, my last Deltarune stream, for some reason, it's been getting way more views than basically everything else besides my first stream and my debut stream. It got a copyright claim on it, because I don't know, I guess they just picked up the Deltarune music and went, okay, that's copyrighted, we'll put in the auto claim. But the company that claimed it, they had on their website, and there was like, we're only actually like looking up for like re-uploads of the music that we're protecting. So if you get claimed for like a Let's Play or something, you know, lodge a dispute, and we'll have a look into it. So that's what I did, and they looked into it and released the claim. So I was happy with that. I was worried because I know my channel isn't monetized at the moment, but I didn't want to have any issues like that going forward. So it was sort of like, well, I want to stream the rest of Deltarune. I like Deltarune. I already have a third stream scheduled. But like, if I'm gonna be getting copyright claims every time, do I really want to? But they were pretty responsive, so it's probably not gonna be an issue moving forward. I'll just have to lodge a dispute every time I stream Deltarune, which isn't the most fun thing in the world, but like, what can you do? That's how copyright works on YouTube. At least the stream's still up. And like, it's been, the claim's been released, so. Speaking of the schedule, one of the other things I wanted to talk about, I don't know how many series I want to have running on the channel at once. Because like, I'm only, like, not counting Gorilla streams, I'm only streaming 3 times a week. What? Oh, I'm a dumbass. Yeah, I'm only streaming 3 times a week, and I started like 6 different series during my first week. One of them, granted, I finished in the stream that I started in, that being Feeding Frenzy. And then Insane Aquarium we're going to finish this week. That's still like 5 different series going on at the channel at once. And like Game Dev Tycoon, I'm not just going to play that once. I'm going to play it once, but once we finish it, I'm going to bring it back at some point. I love that game. But like, Plants vs. Zombies, that's probably at least 1 stream to finish, maybe 2, depending on... well, and maybe 2 even, just because the later levels are probably going to be tougher and or longer. And then there's also the matter of, do I want to do all the extra, like the mini games and side content and whatnot. And then there's Rosecliff, Escape from Rosecliff. That's going to be at least 1, probably 2 more streams. I'm fucking stupid. Then what else is there? Oh yeah, Deltarune. Deltarune's probably going to be at least 2, more likely 3, potentially even more streams before we finish chapter 2. So it's like, do I want to start new stuff? And it's like, it's difficult with scheduling because like, if I was still streaming like 7 days a week, I would absolutely have like Game Dev Tycoon every week, because I just enjoy that game and I want to play it more. Honestly, after I finished the stream, I found myself being like, oh, I want to play it more, but I should save it for on stream. It's dumb. But yeah, but I feel like if I do that, then I'm going to be finishing things too slowly, because I've got like 4 other series, or 3 other series to finish. And Deltarune we're doing like every week until we finish, and that means if I was doing Game Dev Tycoon and Deltarune every week, there's only 1 slot for something else. It's like, do I want to do something new, or do I want to try and finish something we're already doing? I don't really know what the right amount of stuff to have on the channel at once is. Because like, I already do have ideas for what I want to do after I finish the current series. Because like, do I want to start one next week because we finished Feeding Frenzy, we finished Insane Aquarium, I can introduce something new. But like, we still have We still have a few other things to beat, so should we... It's difficult. It's difficult figuring these things out. I guess it's something that comes with experience, and you just figure out what works right for you. But like, I have absolutely no idea what works for me yet. I guess I'll figure it out. Because like Rosecliff, for example, that's a hidden object game. I've got I've got 2 other hidden object games already bought, already in my Steam, already ready. Then I've also got a bunch of other PopCap games, and I'm like, can these even really be series? I don't know if they have like a campaign or a whatever. No, they're not like PvZ. They're shit like Bejeweled. I don't know why I got Bejeweled, but I did. Good old classic match 3. But yeah. There's also, one sec. It's also the fact of like, while I do have ideas for games that I want to stream, I'm not sure it's all gonna work. Or, I guess, I'm not sure it's gonna be interesting. But there are actually a few that I don't know if they'll work, and I should probably find the time to test them. Because like, I got Spore. Absolutely love Spore, a lot of nostalgia. Even if it didn't live up to some people's expectations when it came out. But like I've mentioned this many times. I'm running from a laptop, and I don't know if my mic's picking it up, but at the moment the fan's going, like, just from having VTuber Studio OBS and the window of Minesweeper up, the fan's going berserk. It sounds like a bloody helicopter that's about to take off. So I'm like, could I even feasibly play Spore on my laptop, let alone stream it? Because I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of the games that I've been streaming during my first few streams, they're not particularly CPU intensive. And even then, like, my laptop's still throwing a fit a lot of the time. And then there's also, like, I mentioned, I got Rosecliff. I've got... Oh, hey, May! Hello! Oh, why is it not popping up on... Why is it not popping up in the chat? Is that the right chat box? I think it is. Why isn't my chat working? Hold on, let me reload my overlays. Maybe it's broken. I don't know why it's not popping up on screen. Never figured out how to play Minesweeper, so watching someone get this far isn't... Yeah? Okay, thanks. Dinner's ready, but I still had stuff I want to talk about, so... I'm gonna stay for a little longer. Where was I? I was talking about... Because, like, I have a bunch of other, like, hidden object games that I got at the same time as Escape from Rosecliff Island, but I don't know if that's really particularly interesting to watch. Especially not a bunch in a row. So I feel like I could just jump from one to the next, but I feel like I should try to space them out, even though I enjoy them. I don't know how I'm gonna handle all of this. The actual streaming part is like the easy part, it's the scheduling and whatnot. that's pain, and I do not know why my thing is broken. Maybe this is because the chat. Oh no, it has happened on streams without. Okay. So I don't know why it's broken. It's probably because the bloody chatbot didn't show up, but well, actually, hold on. Ignore that. I'm gonna see if I can fix it midstream. Probably not, but we'll see. Oh, my time's ticking up, but don't worry about that. This one. What if I do this? Neat. Okay, hopefully it figures out. Yeah, there's also... What was I saying again? Oh yeah, about games. There's also the fact that, like, I have a stupidly large backlog. Why did I put that on my list of things I wanted to mention? I've got a really large backlog that I just haven't been playing because I felt like it's not a productive use of my time. And recently I've felt like if I'm not doing something productive, I'm wasting my time. No matter how much I might enjoy wasting it. Which is like, it's a shame, no one really wants to feel that way. But like, that's the way my brain was treating me. But the thing is, I can't play any of those at the moment. Because like, well, I can't stream any of those is what I'm actually trying to say. Because I don't have like a capture card or anything, and honestly, I don't even know whether they'd work with my laptop. Because, you know, it's not particularly high-end. Butts. Alright, because this one, yeah. I'll do one more. Come on. There we go. So I would like to get through them, but like, I don't know when I'm going to have that available to me. And at the same time, I feel like that's going to be introducing a lot of older games. And like that, I would kind of like to stream some newer stuff. You know, feed the algorithm and all that. But I feel like that's not really on the table for me at the moment. Which is a shame. Because like, Pokemon's coming. Pokemon's getting a new game this month. And you bet I'm going to be playing it. I just won't be able to stream it. And like, I'll just have to stick to like bootlegs and shit. Which isn't particularly great. But then that comes down again to like, how many series do I want to have running at once? Because I already have like a monster catching game that I want to try out. But I feel like I don't want to have too much running on the channel at once, because I feel like then I'm just going to have a bunch of unfinished series and my backlog's going to grow even bigger. Which, you know, isn't fun. I'm going to do one more because I haven't gotten onto the other point. I don't know. I'll have to figure out how many series I want to have running, because that's going to affect my scheduling. I feel like if I have too few, people are going to get bored of the same games, just going all the time. But if I have too many, then people are gonna be like, well, when's this game gonna come back? When are you doing this? I mean, I'm not going to have that because I don't have any bloody viewers. But you know, hypothetically, hypothetically. And I also just wanted to point out, like, I'm not planning to just do streams. Like I mentioned in my debut, I do want to do like pre-recorded videos and stuff, but the problem is, I don't know when I'm going to find time to do them. See, like, my problem right now is that, like, I did have time over my break from work, but like, I wanted to spend some of that time just relaxing and, you know, take some time to myself because I'd have to go back to work soon. So I didn't, even though I'd recorded like 3 videos, I didn't actually edit any of them. And now I've got 3 videos ready to go, I just need time to actually sit down and edit them. But like, the only time I'd have for that is on the weekends, because during the week I'm too busy. I've got work, I've got a novel to work on. There's too much going on. Then like, it's like, when am I supposed to do that? The real answer is like, wait. The real answer is that I should just, yeah, I should not stream as long on the weekends in order to, you know, actually work on stuff. Because like, what I stream this weekend? Like Rosecliff and Deltarune, and both of them I ended up streaming for like 3 hours, which meant that I was finished at like 1, and I had to cook dinner at 4, which means I have 3 hours to myself. And part of me is like, you know, I should be working on stuff, but at the same time, it's the weekend. I do want to have a bit of time just to myself, you know? I'm not just a VTuber, I'm a fan of VTubers. I want to watch some streams. That's not all I do with my free time, but you know. So like, I don't know when I'm gonna find time, and especially, I mentioned during my debut, I made it small, but I do want to try doing like song covers and stuff. But the problem is like Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, my brother was out. I don't know where he went, but he went to do something, and like, that was the perfect time for me to try and, you know, practice my singing. I couldn't because I just streamed 3 hours of Deltarune and my throat was killing me. So it's like, I don't know when I'm gonna find time for all the other stuff I want to do as a VTuber, because I'm too busy streaming. And I'm destroying my throat and everything. I guess that's just something, you know, you gotta learn to figure out. Realistically, I should just destroy my sleep schedule even more, and, you know, make time, because that's what I do with my writing. I make time. If I haven't hit my quota by the end of the night, I just make time. I just stay up longer in order to keep writing. But yeah, that's about all I wanted to ramble about, and dinner's already ready, so I'm gonna go because I'm hungry. Thanks for watching. Sorry if this wasn't particularly interesting. I just felt like rambling, and I figured, hey, I've got time. Let's do a stream. Anyway, Otsukame. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.